everyone, Troy Peterson, Mr. Bluegill from The Real Shot, and we're out here today jigging some white bass and walleyes out on Lake, Lake Boygan. And we just got onto a pretty good school, and and the thing about it is they're coming through at 2-3 at a time, and one out of those three might come up and look at it. But the other thing is too is we've had school after school after school come through, and we only may catch 1 or 2 fish out of 3 or 4 schools. You really just got to sit and move until you find some really active fish. And the white bass they're out here today, but it's just not been what we want yet. We're getting close. I think as the evening bite moves closer here, we might get some fish to go. Kind of like it was the other night, just that last hour or so. Got another one down there looking at it again. You just got to be out here, I guess. That's all you can do is get out here and fish. You can't catch them on the couch, like they say. But I want to thank everybody for coming out this last weekend and checking out the seminars. Hope you guys learned a few things. I had a lot of fun talking, meeting a lot of new guys, so it's cool to see everybody come in. And we've got, I know for a fact we got our custom Swedish Pimples coming back into stock, and we're reordering a bunch of the Slender spoons. So if you didn't get a chance to get the colors you wanted, probably by the end of this week or early part of next week here, we should have all the colors back in stock. Well, here we are, Lake Boygan. It's another day. We decided to bring a 4-wheeler out. There's no snow left on this lake at all. Just a little bit would be nice. We've got probably about, I'd say 8 inches or so, 6 to 8 inches out where we're at. We're just on the north side of the horseshoe. And we've been moving around all day long. We're marking a lot of fish. Again, they're just not biting. So I'm starting to wonder if these bright, new, sunny days aren't real good conditions for fishing. The last time we were out too, it was bright, sunny, and they didn't fish till they didn't start biting till low light. But I think we've got a couple white bass in the bucket today so far. Like I say, we've been marking a lot of them. We'll set up the shack here, and we'll show you a little bit more of what we're doing and kind of the setups we're using for chasing these fish. And hopefully we can catch a few before the sun goes down. Again, low light conditions. Fish real early in the morning or late at night, or right up till dusk. And hopefully we'll get either some clouds or a little bit of snow and darken this ice a little bit. As you can see, like I say, there is no snow left on this ice at all. Make sure you stop in and get some creepers too, so you don't fall on your rear end, because it's pretty slippery out here. We've been using these Eskimo augers the last couple of years, and I really love them. And this year, what they did for the Eskimo, for the Z51, they actually redesigned the handle. Motor stayed the same, auger stayed the same, but what they come out with is actually a 1-piece aluminum handle. Strength, lightweight, and really ergonomically, it just fits your hands a lot better. They got the rubber coated handle, the grips here, and then the trigger, everything just fits really nice. And as always, one start, one pull, they start very, very well. All right, let's take a look and show you exactly what we're using when we're out here fishing these walleyes and white bass. I'm using the St. Croix Legend, the Legend ice rods. This is a 24-inch medium, a little bit softer tip because I'm using a braid. Right now I've got a 14-pound Power Pro on. Goes to a little barrel swivel, fluorocarbon leader, down to a little snap, and then whatever baits I happen to have on. This one happens to be our custom painted clown colored Swedish Pimple. But the reason I like fishing that snap is, like today we've been just trying everything we've pretty much got in the box. It's really easy to unsnap it, drop it back down, put a new bait on. You really can effectively change baits really quick. And then when it comes time to jigging, we're just dropping the bait down getting it about, in the shallow water, unlike, Lake Winnebago where you want to typically keep it up, a couple feet, we've actually been pounding it in the mud a little bit, snap jigging it, and then bringing it up a foot or so, and then just kind of waiting for a fish to come in. And then I'd say every 5 to 10 seconds, give it a good snap, let it fall. Lift, fall. And as these fish have been coming in, today, they've been coming in, but they really haven't done a whole lot. We get 1 or 2 here and there. Just, short little jigging motion, just kind of hopping it along. Really just trying to get that bait to just kind of flutter while it's down there. And at the same time, bringing it up while you're making that bait hop. Bring it up, make them chase it. If they don't want to chase it, what I'll do is drop it right back down in front of their nose and then start the cadence right back over. And typically what you're doing is I kind of relate it to a figure 8 when you're musky fishing. You're bringing that bait back and forth in front of their nose, and what you're trying to do is get them to, strike that bait almost off of a reaction, aggression. So that just works sometimes. Sometimes it works all the time. And we got one down there right now. A couple of my favorite baits when I'm out fishing, especially in the shallow water, are the custom jigs and spins slender spoons. And as you can see here now, you've basically got 2 baits that look exactly the same until you turn them sideways and look at their side profile. You can see one's actually a little bit thicker than this one. This one here is going to be the 5/16. This one here is going to be the 1/8. Now, when the fish are really aggressive, you want to get your bait back down there quick. So we've been using the 5/16. Catch a fish, drop it back down. It's going to fall a lot faster, get down there quicker. When the fish are a little bit less aggressive and you're really trying to get them to bite, the 1/8 ounce here does a lot more fluttering as you drop it down. Really shoots off to the side and flutters down. And we'll try and get some video here of the baits in the tank to show you kind of what it looks like. But 2 of my really favorite baits pretty much on this whole system are the slender spoons. Colors where the black, nickel, and purple, the copper and orange, the golden chartreuse. Those are probably the 3 most favorite colors that I like using. And then of course we've got our Swedish Pimples here. Our custom painted Swedish Pimples in all a variety of colors. I think we got 6 different colors. But that bait there is going to be more of a, it's going to drop faster. You're not going to get the flutter like you will with a slender spoon, but you're going to get a nice flash. And what we've done obviously is copied, like this one here for example, is the Viking that was real hot this last summer in the Salmo Hornets. So try everything you got in your box. You never know what they might bite on. We actually caught a couple fish on the clown colored Jigging Rapala as well. So there's nothing really set in stone exactly what they're biting on. Just my biggest thing is get a lot of flash and just keep jigging. That's all I can say. Well, I hope you got a better understanding now what the actual baits look like in the water. The slender spoons with the 3 sizes, a very wide array of motion between the 5/16 and the 1/8 ounce, and then going up to the 1/4 ounce. That 1/4 ounce has got a lot of flutter, really calls in the fish from a long ways away. And then what the Swedish Pimples look like as well. They don't get the big flutter like the slender spoons do, but it's got that dying minnow motion. They're consistently catching fish, so stop in at the store. We can go through them a little bit better, and if you want to test one out too in the tank, be our guest, and we'll let you do that here at the store. We're here. It's Wednesday. It's the calm before the storm. We got 50 degrees today. It's been warm all week long, and winter finally comes back tomorrow with a big snowstorm and a bunch of cold weather. So word of caution to everyone is watch the ice conditions. With the snow being on top of the ice, we're not going to be able to see what the thickness is. It's going to insulate what's there. They're calling for maybe 8 to 12 inches now, so hopefully that all kind of blows away and we can get some ice making with this cold weather before we get a bunch more snow on the ice. Check with your locals, check with the bait shops, check with people that have been out. I don't want to read about anybody in the paper and see any more accidents. Use your common sense and go out where people are, and don't be going off and doing any adventurous, stupid things after the snowstorm. But I'm Troy Peterson, Mr. Bluegill from The Real Shot, wishing everybody the best of luck on the ice. Stay dry, stay safe, and we'll catch you guys next week. Don't know where we'll be yet. My guess is I'm going to switch modes here a little bit and go after some panfish. So until then, have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys next week.